Hello, welcome to Watch My Pipe. My name is Kurt. Thanks again for tuning in. Sunday, First Impressions Day. But before we get into what we're doing the first impressions of, as always, we're going to do a quick wrist check. Today I'm still wearing my blue Tudor Pelagos. But unlike last Sunday's first impression, I am bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I went back and I watched that video, and sorry about that, guys. I look absolutely dead to the world. So today's going to be a little bit more upbeat, I promise you that. So let's get into it. So today we are taking a look at Samuel Gawith's Sam's Flake. So this is number 2 in the collection. I think there's 4 total. I think that the first one, or the first release, was Chocolate Flake, and I'm not exactly sure what the other 2 are, but we're going to be taking a look at this today. So let's crack the tin here, see what's going on. These square tins don't have the same sound that the round tins do sometimes. So, and you have the lovely topper here. You got to put your fingers in to pull out. You got to be a little bit stronger with this. It's really wedged in there. All right, so let's open this up, and that Tonkin bean flavor is automatic. I didn't even unflap it yet, and it just smacks you right in the face. So it is a very sticky flake. As always with Samuel Gawith, these things are borderline soaking wet when you get some of these blends. So I'm trying to pull a flake out here so I can show you in the camera, and then we're going to flip it around here and get a little bit more closer here. But here's just one of them right here. And yeah, that Tonkin bean, if you know what that smell is, it's exactly what it smells like. Even a little bit of the Virginias I can smell, but just that Tonkin bean flavor is just overwhelming on first crack here. So we're going to try to pull some of this apart carefully. It's really sticky in there. And we're going to show you this real quick here before we go out to the studio and give this a smoke. We're probably going to need an intermission after we do the up-close video here. So hang tight. I'll be with you in 1 second. Okay, so let's take a really up-close look here, and I'll show you here what I was talking about. When I opened the tin, it didn't look like this. There were flakes that were lined up pretty uniformly, actually. And because of how wet and sticky they were, I tried pulling these apart gently, and you can kind of see what happened here. So you can see it's more of a broken flake now, but I'm going to let this air out a little bit. I'm going to pull a couple pieces out, set it aside. It's pretty damp, just like most Samuel Gawith or Gawith Hogarth blends. They're just very damp when they come out of the tin. So we're going to set this aside for a little bit. Okay, so we're out in the studio now, and we're going to do a first smoke on Sam's Flake. It has probably been a good 2 to 3 hours. I was putting some stuff away, did some laundry, and put some of these flakes out here to dry out. And 2 or 3 hours later, they are still quite damp. So what we're going to do here is do a kind of a stuff and fold, if you will, in my Northern Bulldog here. So we're going to stuff this all in here, kind of do a modified fold and stuff, give it a light Let's see how she is. Let me get this loaded in here. Give me 1 second. And just testing the draw, it's got that nice little vanilla-esque flavor to it. So it's a bit damp. We're going to try to light this up here, so might take a couple of minutes, so just stand by. The topping is light. It's not overbearing. More in the retrohale than on my tongue itself. I taste more of the Virginias. I don't taste any of the Turkish Orientals yet, which is what I was expecting, because that's usually what you get with a Samuel Gawith blend. You know, Squadron Leaguer, Skiff Mixture, St. James Flake. You know, those are all more Turkish Oriental forward. So, yep, there it is. Okay, so aside from getting it lit here, it is more Virginia forward on the light. There's definitely the vanilla pumpkin bean flavor on the retrohale in the back end, in the back of the throat, and the nose. It's nice. Like I said, in those who know me, I'm not a big aromatic fan. So this is, at least from the get-go here, a bit lighter. And more Virginia than Virginia and Oriental here. So I'm going to continue smoking this here. So let's see if this changes a little bit as we go through the bowl. All right, we're back. So this, as you see, took extra effort to light and keep lit. I actually, about halfway through the bowl, ran out of gas in my lighter. So I had to run inside real quick and grab a box of matches. The one thing I'll say, when I ran inside, came back out to the studio, the room note is fabulous. I could sit out here all day and smoke and smell this, really. So already right off the bat, I'll tell you, the room note on this is spectacular. So let me get this lit again and give you a couple more thoughts here before I let you go. Okay. I don't like aromatics. It's just something I just don't like the taste of them. I can definitely feel, even in this blend, the best way I could describe it is a coating on your tongue. This isn't terrible, but it's there. So through the week here, I'm going to give it a try. While I was actually inside there, I actually took everything out of the tin and laid it out. Like I said, no joke, earlier when I put this aside, it was easily a good 2 hours between filming the initial part of this review, or first impression, and coming into the studio and actually smoking it. So I will be probably leaving the flakes, the remaining of the flakes, out for at least the rest of today. We'll see how things go, possibly even overnight. So I'll keep you posted on that as we go along here, but it's nice. It's lighter. Again, it is aromatic. It, at least from the get-go, wouldn't possibly be one of my favorites, but like I said, when I came back out to the studio here, the first whiff I got of the room note, I mean, I wish they made this in like a incense, if you will, because it smells spectacular. So at the very least, it's worth giving a try just for that. So I'm almost done here. I'm going to edit this out. Hopefully get this up sooner than later. As always, if you like these videos, give them a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Look forward to Wednesday, where I haven't exactly picked which watch I'm going to review yet, but I'll work on that later today. And along with the first impressions here, I'm going to get to work on digging into a little of the history of Samuel Gawith and this blend, where it came from. So hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone.